Good morning. It's a few minutes after 6 a.m. I was gonna sleep in today, but the hikers that are staying near me must have arranged for a shuttle to drive the 7 miles of road walk back to the one track trail. So at 5:30 this morning, there's a guy with his parked right in front of my room, headlamps in my window, and talking to the other hikers that he was picking up about going to get coffee before he drops them off and all this other stuff. He woke me up. But anyway, I probably can't go back to sleep. This room's pretty bright. It's 33 degrees outside, so I'm happy to be in here. I'm going to just make coffee and sit here. I'm not hopeful. I'm still not opposed to seeing anybody cancel and there's a room available because this is a nice, comfortable room. This TV is like a smart TV, so I can watch anything on YouTube. It would be really nice to lay in this bed today. I don't think it's in the cards, but I'm going to have a very leisurely long morning, and then we'll get out of here in a few hours, I guess. It is 7:45 a.m. Been drinking coffee, just laying around, looking at YouTube comments and watching some YouTube. I'm going to go grab some breakfast, I guess, and then come back and slowly start getting ready to head out. The diner wasn't open, so I suppose I'm just gonna run over to McDonald's and grab something. It's still pretty cool. Some heavy clouds. Today's supposed to be kind of cloudy, and then tomorrow rain. Back in the room with my McDonald's. I'm gonna lay in this bed and eat, or sit in the bed and eat, watch some TV. And I blamed the hikers around me, thinking they were the ones that got the shuttle at 5:30. They were at McDonald's. It wasn't them. The guy also woke them up, or part of them up. So we don't know who was getting picked up or what was going on, but they're going to head out shortly. I told them I'll be later, so I probably won't see them today. Well, I think that's all she wrote on Cuba. My pack feels full, but it's not very heavy. Everything kind of changes on the trail today. We're going to get up to over 10,000 feet, and it's going to be a lot of water and apparently some beautiful lakes. So I think we're kind of done with the desert, maybe. It's going to be a shorter day. Like I said, it's 10 a.m. We'll just see what happens for the day. I really wish I could stay here. This was a pretty nice room, and the rest would have been good. This shoe is hurting my foot. As soon as I put it on, I don't know what the problem is. It's like I've had these same shoes for quite a while, or different, same pair. You know, this is a newer pair, and there's something weird with this one that's messing with my right foot, but we'll just deal with it and keep walking. So onward. What a crazy turn of events. I walked in the lobby here just to tell the guy I left early because he told me to leave the key in the room. And I half jokingly said, I guess there's no cancellations. He goes, actually, someone just canceled. Do you want to stay? I'm like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. Literally, I am packed, ready to go. But I convinced myself, like, my feet need to rest. Gives another day for Pac-Man to catch up. And this is a nice, comfortable bed and a nice TV. So I'm going to zero. I would much rather zero here than at Ghost Ranch. The accommodations here are just a lot better than they're going to be there. So he said they were going to go ahead and empty the trash and refresh the room, and they'll give me the key back shortly. It's a good day. Not sure what I'm going to do other than watch TV and eat, but it's going to be fun. This is such an interesting situation here. So he let me extend the night, but then he said, we need to refresh in the room real quick. I said, it's not really necessary. I just walked out. Well, he said, no, let him clean the room. It's been 45 minutes, and they're like disinfecting the heck out of this room, and I'm just sitting out here. But another hiker was also trying to stay and was having some other issues needing rest, and they told her, can't stay. So I am going to share the room with somebody. So I'll get to zero, stay here in a nice, comfortable bed, and it's only going to be half price. So winning all the way around. I'm going to head back into the cafe to get something to eat. Once I went in the diner, I forgot to film anything. I had a chicken burrito. It was really good, and I left stuffed. And here I am just laying back in bed, resting these feet. I'm doing a really good job of not doing anything today and just laying around. I think my feet are going to thank me tomorrow for sure. It is about 3 p.m. and I'm gonna venture out on a little excursion down to the Family Dollar because I need to get some lotion. I'll see if I can show you my legs here. My skin is so dry that it's like turning white and flaking. So I need to try to get my skin moisturized before I go back out on trail. It's been a slow day, but this is kind of what happens on a 0 day. Now that I have a roommate today, I've been mostly listening to stories. It's really clouding up, but it's pretty nice out today. Probably would have been a good day to hike, but these feet need rest. Now you can see how dry my legs are. I'm just like needing the moisturization. It's a windy one. I got a tube of lotion. I got a chocolate milk. Got a Dr. Pepper for later. And I got a 6-pack of Klondike bars for $5. So I'm about to eat one. There is like a little freezer portion, but there's a couple other hikers at the room next to mine. So if they're still outside, I'm gonna do some trail magic, some town magic. It has literally been less than 90 seconds and the wind almost stopped. It is 6:30 and this has been a proper 0 day. Other than go places to eat, I had the burrito for lunch, I had McDonald's for breakfast. I've just been laying in bed. I just watched the movie The Guardian. You know that movie is 20 years old, came out in 2006. I looked that up a little bit ago. There's your weird trivia for the day. There's several hikers in town and a bunch of them went out to dinner. I just didn't want to go because they went like an hour ago and I already ate not that long ago. I'm just gonna go to the grocery store, get something small, I'm back in the bed, and that's gonna be my night. I'm just gonna get ready to leave in the morning. We only have 60 miles to Ghost Ranch. So if I get out of here early tomorrow, the only issue with like mileage is we got to go up over 10,000 feet. And it's supposed to be kind of rainy. So it's kind of depending on the weather, how far I go. But it'll be between 20 and 26 miles probably, looking at the map. So yeah, that's it. That is what a real 0 day is like. Basically doing nothing. Since all the chores were done, this was just such like a... I honestly can't believe I stayed because I was already packed up, walking out of town, had everything just leaving. When he said they did have the opening, the vacancy, I was almost like, I'm ready to go. But I'm glad I just said, you know what? I told myself if I could, I was going to 0 here, and I think my body needed it. So I'm happy about that. So thanks again for watching. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow as we get back on trail and everything's supposed to start changing. Going up in elevation, water's no longer an issue. It's supposed to be water everywhere. So looking forward to the big change. See y'all tomorrow, and thanks again.